What is up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Hey, these morning videos are a little bit interesting because normally when I say, "What is up, guys?" that is the first time I've heard my voice so far in the day, as it's 4:24 on our way to get some leg action in today, this morning. But we just had our Sibs in town, Megan's brother, Alex, his wife, Kayla, and their daughter, Sadie. And I figured I would testify about them as a whole. And the testimony is that I get to be family with those guys. Alex, he was one of my very first life group leaders at church when I was a college student. And I distinctly remember meeting him, or remember his face from the very first life group that I went to, which is not the case for Megan. I do not remember meeting Megan, but I know for sure that a year in, I knew who she was. But it was a while before I could have even said that. But I'm sure 6 months in, there was an introduction, or a hi. Well, I'm glad we're in group together, But Alex was definitely a friend of mine before Megan was a friend of mine. At least a relationship of mine, anyways. And I'm so thankful, not necessarily in that preceding order, but I'm just so thankful that in marrying Megan, that I got a brother who is also a brother in Christ, who's someone who, we share similar values, we share similar mission. And then he married Kayla, which is just like a doubling effect, because she also went to our church. She's a few years younger, but again, just similar values, similar mission, and just love them. And so every time, we get to spend time with them, or they come here, we go there, Christmas, whatever. It's like Christmas feels like a life group leader retreat, which is awesome. And if you're not in my little tiny bubble of church world, then life group leader retreat doesn't mean anything to you. But basically all I'm trying to say is, it's like you get to be family with your friends. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. And it makes family time so fun, and also just so rich, getting to ask them how life has been, or even ask them a super specific question about, hey, here's something I've been reading in the Bible, what do you think? Or, hey, local church practice, what about this iteration? You think that would be good? Or, and so that's just super enjoyable. Also, their personalities are very different from mine and Megan's, I would say. Alex is a staunch Enneagram 5, and so his thinkerness is just great, because I am more of an intuitive person. I like logic, I like thinking about things, but not like Alex. And I love that. And Kayla is in an Enneagram crisis currently, apparently, but at least personality-wise, she's definitely much more bubbly and extroverted than me or Megan or Alex. And so I just love that about her as well. She's kind of like the life of the party, of the crew, at least of our party. But our party's not the liveliest in the world. But getting to be close with people who share such a common core in terms of values. Literally, Alex is on staff as a pastor of Antioch Central Houston. Very similar values, very similar commitments, but at the same time, very different hobbies, very different personalities. It's just such a gift. Because the last thing I'd want in life is to just be surrounded by people that are exactly like me, That would drive me crazy, y'all. So just thankful for that, and even their perspective too in life. Like, we need feedback from people. We need people in our life that can observe if something is off, or are close enough to be willing to challenge something that we're believing or whatever. And I'm just thankful for their built-in presence. There's been multiple times where I've reached out to Alex with a desire for pushback on a thought that I'm thinking, or pushing back on a thought that he's thinking, and I'm just so much better for those times where he has been willing to express an opinion to me, or an observation to me, particularly if it was something I might not have wanted to hear in the moment. Just so thankful. So anyways, feels like a life hack. I wouldn't say get married to someone because of their siblings. That would be a recipe for disappointment, probably, because you're not marrying their siblings. You're just seeing their siblings at Christmas, But it has been such a gift to get to call them family, and I feel like it's just not that common, even just to have two siblings that are living similar lives and values, period. But particularly for both of those siblings to also marry into someone who is also, and now you got a pack of 4. I mean, this is a little wolf pack going on. Ravenous wolves. Anyways, it's pretty simple, but hey, that's what I got for y'all today. Actually, I'll be back a little bit later today, since technically it's July 4th, and we gotta testify. Alright, I'll talk to y'all soon. Life is worship. God is love.